Alright, so today we're here with another video from Melanated Media News, where alternative independent thinking is as simple as breathing. Now today, this morning, this beautiful sunny morning, getting all the vitamin D. I'm drinking on milk thistle, ashwagandha, and bacopi, or brahmi. It's an Indian herb. So this is my morning drink. You can join me. We'll talk about a news roundup for the past week or so today. So first, let's get on Seattle. Shame on you, Seattle. Shame on you, Seattle. Very, very disturbed of the news of the Seattle City Council basically bowing to Jeff Bezos and his avoidance of paying taxes. Basically, if you've been following the channel, we cover gentrification extensively. And here's a situation where Amazon, um, the housing prices are rising in Seattle due to the Amazon headquarters. It made everything go up. And a lot of people have been displaced. A lot of people are moving to the suburbs. A lot of the residency is empty in these new apartments and houses, big homes that were built near the headquarters. So they said, well, I think every $275 or something per employee or something like that, which basically levels out to, some reports are saying $11 million or $20 million in tax money that would have been used to fight homelessness in Seattle. And Seattle, they stood firm a month ago and they said, well, you have to pay this. We're not going to let you build another headquarters here unless you pay this. Or upgrade or renovate or whatever unless you pay this tax. They said this a month ago, and basically what happened is they repealed the tax thing. They said, go ahead, Mr. Bezos, you can do what you want. We work for you. We don't work for the citizens. You're the richest man in the world. We have no say in our city, even though we are the city council. And even though the people voted us in and not you, there's nothing that we can do about it. So for whatever reason, I don't know who spoke to the people of city council, but he somehow manipulated or managed to get people to basically repeal this tax. If you've been following the channel, then you're very aware of the proposals that different. I speak about this a lot, and I wrote an article. Like I said, go to the Facebook channel. You see the articles that I write for my Medium page, and there's a website coming soon, but just for now, we're going to slowly roll it out by me writing articles on Medium. Anyway, you can check out that article, and I'm basically asking the mayor of Cleveland, Frank Jackson, to show your proposal, because a lot of cities that proposed for this Amazon 2 headquarters that wanted it to be built, they made their proposals public, but our mayor decided not to. Now, some of the things, like in Chicago, they were offering, mostly all of the cities were offering tax breaks, which Jeff Bezos is notoriously famous for not paying. And these property tax breaks that Jeff Bezos wouldn't pay, it's millions of dollars that could go towards fixing education, fixing poverty, addressing joblessness, all of these things that really hurt the inner city, yet we say we need jobs. So it kind of makes it a complex situation, so to speak, where yes, we need jobs, but these jobs are at the expense of what? And these Amazon jobs, who are they mostly being geared to? So my article, I think it was titled Politicians, basically they're married to corporations, and the side pieces are the people. We're the side piece. We're the woman on the side. We're the man on the side. We don't really have any relationship with them. We don't put money in their pockets. We're not the person they come home to. We're not the person they're making a family with. It's these corporations, these people that are lobbying for these corporations, that they have these really in-depth relationships with. Not us, the people, who vote them in, who pay their salaries with the tax money, and different things like that. So that's just a unique perspective I think people should really run with and put things in perspective, in that it's not it's really, a lot of the people don't want to be involved in the election process as far as electing these officials, but meanwhile we're getting done on the back end, we're getting um, manipulated. And another thing, some of these cities were willing to give up basically land for free, no property tax for 30 years. One city in California was willing to give up part of its, basically include Amazon in its city planning. So more and more these corporations are taking over. More and more these corporations are having a stronghold on our cities, and we're not really doing anything about it. We're not upset about it. And this affects everyone. And it's like a lot of things in the black community are getting played out as far as issues and topics. And to me, this is an issue and topic that deserves recognition. And that's why I talk about it, because I don't really see the black economics people that champion that talk about it, because it's a very complex issue where at what cost do we need jobs? Everybody can't start their own business. If you start a business, you need a customer. If the customers don't have money, and you would obviously want black people supporting you. But if black people don't have the money to support your business, then how in the hell are you going to have economics? You know what I mean? You might get some support from white customers, but if you have like something that's Afrocentric, or something that is Afrocentric basically, how much support do you think you're going to get from white people or any other people? So that's not really discussed in business. And also, when you think about it, look how much, and it's probably too far gone, but look how much Amazon has. Like, there's no bookstores anymore. There's no mom and pop bookstores, mom and pop stores, or anything. Like, the local store is gone, it's decimated. There's a generation that probably don't even know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? The local stores, like all of that is gone, and this person, he does not want to pay property taxes that would help members of society. And it's like, he wants to monopolize the food industry. You want to monopolize space. You want to monopolize how we buy our items and everything like that. It's like, it's just too much, man. It's too much. Like, and this is, we've been talking about validation the last 2 or 3 videos. Like, is the Seattle City Council, are they trying to get validation from Jeff Bezos, from the people that control him? I mean, what did he threaten them? Like, why couldn't they really, this could have been an example for many cities to follow, many cities to basically follow. For many cities to follow, many cities to see that, yes, we can stand up to corporations. And even Starbucks. That's why the Seattle Supersonics, the basketball team that used to be there, they left because the owner, he didn't want to use public tax dollars to fund the stadium. We talk about that, how a lot of sports stadiums are bad investments. You went downtown to the Quicken Loans Arena last year at the NBA Finals. We did an in-depth video on that. And there's Forbes, a lot of economists talk about that. That's a whole nother subject.